A very good morning to our viewers. I am Yashira and you're watching Good Morning Nagaland.
Sabmonige baldin la salam. Mula nam Rovinyo lama sir apnan sai se Good Morning Nagaland.
Let's begin our day with a positive thought.
Always find opportunities to make someone smile and to offer random acts of kindness in everyday life. Roy T. Bennett. Always find opportunities to make someone smile and to offer random acts of kindness in everyday life. Roy T. Bennett. Always find opportunities to make someone smile and to offer random acts of kindness in everyday life. Roy T. Bennett.
Well, that was a good thought to kickstart our day.
So ita mohala headlines purai dibo. Six innocent lives lost in an ambush attack by Assam Rifle on December 4 between Otting village and Tiru village in Mon district.
Renowned Naga actor Lanua Ao dies at the age of 31, takes his last breath at Christian Institute of Health Sciences and Research on Friday.
Nagaland reaches a new milestone of vaccinating 60% of eligible beneficiary first dose with 12.96% lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine.
Lotha Hoho, unsatisfied with work of National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited, states that the companies are not executing the project as per specifications.
India reports fourth COVID-19 cases of Omicron variant as South Africa returnee has been tested positive for the Omicron variant of COVID-19 in Maharashtra. This is the first case of the variant in Maharashtra and the fourth in the country.
We now have another segment called the Print Review.
So, Mohalla print preview there say the Morning Express, the power of truth. So, the first headline is State Government urged to expedite construction of medical college in Nagaland. Finally, State Government is urging to construct medical college in Nagaland to show like continuous effort. Mohalla Nagaland TV construction jai thaka to joldi kurdibi ko kine takhan pra binti kuri ase. So let's look into it. The government of Nagaland has been requested to expedite the construction work of the medical college in the state. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, known as MOHFW, informed the Lok Sabha on December 3. Under a centrally sponsored scheme, namely establishment of new medical colleges attached with existing district referral hospital administered by the ministry, two medical college have been approved for construction in Nagaland. So, duita medical college digine se banawo thakato ituto one is in Kohima and one is in Mon. So, one is in capital and one is in Mon district. So, data provided by the Ministry of State, MOHFW, Dr. Bharati Praveen Pawarina, in a written reply to a query related to progress of construction of medical college, further informed the union has already released most of its shares of funds for both the projects. So, Mohan itu Mohalla construction medical college construct karo karne to union khan pra already tahan pra paisa dibo thakia to didi share. Most of its share has been given. Ete Mohalla MOHFW Dr. Bharati Praveen Pawar janai written application through a written application. So for intents for the rupees 189 crore Kohima Medical College project approved during phase 1. The phase 1 there rupees 189 crore dishe and the central share 90% of rupees 170.10 has already been released. For the medical college in Mont with an estimated cost of rupees 325 crore approved in phase 2 out of central share of rupees 292.50 crore, an amount of rupees 242.50 crore has been released, informed the data provided by the MOHFW in the reply. However, in reply to a query posed by Nagaland lone members of parliament, Tokiho Yaptomi, on the time by which the Kohima Medical College is going to be made functional in the state of Nagaland, the ministry did not provide a timeline. Instead, it indicated that the progress of the construction as well as functionality of those colleges is dependent on the state government. As per the scheme guidelines, the state government is in implementing agency and the planning, execution and commissioning of the project is to be done by the state government, pointed out by Dr. Pawar in the reply. So the next headlines we have is Australia to work with Nagaland to improve agriculture, horticulture development. Wow, that's very good news. Australia finally wants to work with Nagaland and also to improve agriculture, horticulture and development, different kind of development. So Australia la Hornbill Festival la, we know that from Australia, Mala special guest thakishe Deputy Consul General Daniel Sim to Mala host thakishe Hornbill la. So he tai pra hi tai khota kwat samai de janai dishe ki Nagaland lote Australia khan kam korumul. So let's look into it. Australia Deputy Consul General Daniel Sim today said that the country is looking to work with Nagaland to help improve agriculture and horticulture development. It would start with a sustainable horticulture project in Mokokchung district, he said, while speaking at the Culture Connect event of the Hornbill Festival. Culture Connect la samai de kota metaba koche horticulture project of Mokokchung district. So bal bahuni lebi itu Mokokchung district the horticulture project to kurubule munase koine janai. Attending the festival as the guest of honor, he also said that Hornbill Festival is the ultimate multi-sensory experience showcasing the special and diverse culture, rich heritage, and most importantly, telling the Naga story to the world. So it's not only about special jinis dikhala no hoy nohole bhi diverse culture la no hoy rich heritage la no hoy bhi sabse kimti thakia to Naga manu laga poilala story, itala story, ahiwotakala story to dunia ke kolela itude he point dishe. Inia nishna, Australia recognizes the iconic and world-renowned Hornbill Festival and the rich culture and heritage of the Naga people, he said, adding that it is an amazing festival and has been a huge success. So he himself told that it's a huge success, and I do genuinely feel that Hornbill Festival to ekta dangor ekta success hoyase aro hobo aro ahibo din tv hoi thakibo kori akha ase. So the next case is from our headlines, that is Omicron entered Maharashtra via Delhi as Thane man test positive. So in our headlines we have already informed you regarding this COVID-19 new variant Omicron tested positive in Maharashtra. So let's look into it. The first case of the COVID-19 variant Omicron has been detected in Maharashtra after a 33-year-old man who arrived in Mumbai from South Africa via New Delhi tested positive for the latest variant and officially said here on Saturday. The passenger, who is exhibiting mild symptoms including fever, is currently under treatment at a COVID center in Kalyan, Dombivli. The infectee arrived from Cape Town on November 24 and complained of mild fever, but no other symptoms were noticed, said the official. So, bimar feel kurabara type nijer bimar bukhar feel kurabara type to test kro jato Omicron to variant la positive, and yes, viewers khan ke Nagaland la manu khan ke India pura manu khan ke bukhar lagile khasi shori lagichu to please go to your nearby medical store noli hospital jabi private government anything and test yourself. Feel free to know like bitore bimar asna nai ki asa nai. It is your duty and your responsibility. So every day inga check kurbi, and moreover this Hornbill Festival COVID protocol cholai ase SOP be maintain kuri ase, but then it is your duty and your responsibility not only for yourself but for the entire people of Nagaland. So yete brought the 3 headlines. The state government urged to expedite construction of medical college in Nagaland. Australia to work with Nagaland to improve agriculture, horticulture development, and the third one, Omicron entered Maharashtra via Delhi as Thane test positive, is from the Morning Express, The Power of Truth. So now I hand over the next to my colleague Yashira.
So I'll be moving forward with the Eastern Mirror. The first headline that we can see is Women in News as subjects sources drops to 14%. The overall percentage of women in news as subjects and sources dropped drastically to 14% across print, television and radio in India during 2020 compared to 22% in 2010 and 21% in 2015. This means that women in the field of print, television and radio has dropped with 14% across the 2020 year compared to the 2010 with 22% and in 2015 with 21%. Continuing the trend over the last decade, more women, about 52%, were seen working as reporters, announcers and presenters on television in 2020 than in print, where the corresponding figure was only 13%. However, across the major news topics, including gender and celebrity topics, many more male reporters were deployed in 2020 than female reporters. Just like I've said that male counting is a bit more than the female, and that's what it's been written here, that including gender and celebrity topics, many more male reporters were deployed in 2022 than the female reporters. The figure was revealed by the India Global Media Monitoring Project 2020 during an event hosted by the Network of Women in Media India and Women's Christian College, Chennai, on Now You See Her, Now You Don't, Women in the News Media, where the country's report of the GMMP 2020 was also launched. The next that I'll be moving forward is to security forces reportedly killed 10 persons in Mon. In an unprecedented incident, Indian security forces reportedly killed 10 persons and injured several others from Oting village under Longkhau area of Tizit subdivision in Mon district on Saturday evening. As my colleague Rovi also said that this thing happened yesterday at around 4 p.m. in the Oting village under Longkhau Tizit subdivision in Mon. According to sources, the incident happened at around 4 p.m. on Saturday when the villagers were returning home in a pickup truck after a day's work at a coal mine. Speaking to Eastern Mirror, the president of Oting Village Students Union, Kepwang Konyak, informed that the incident came to light after the victims did not return home even several hours after the usual time. He said that the volunteers who went out looking for them found the dead bodies in the pickup truck. On seeing the dead bodies, the irate volunteers set one vehicle belonging to the security forces on fire. Konyak claimed that 6 persons were killed on the spot while 4 others were killed after the volunteers set the fire on the vehicle. He added that there could be more casualties as they were unable to search due to the darkness. The next thing that I'll be moving forward is to Nagaland reaches milestone of vaccinating 60% of eligible adults. After a slow start caused by vaccine hesitancy, Nagaland has finally reached the milestone of vaccinating 60% of all eligible beneficiaries with the first dose, with 12.96 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccines been administered so far. So it's a good news for the people of Nagaland and for all of us, because people are getting vaccinated, and I request all of you to please take your vaccines in time, the first dose, the second dose, because this might help you survive during the odd times where we all are suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic. So the State Health Department's Integrated Disease Surveillance Program updated this in its weekly bulletin on Saturday. However, the state's vaccine coverage remains to be one of the lowest among the states in the country and much lower than the national average of 84.3% as of December 2. However, this is a sad news because we are still lagging behind comparatively to the entire nation. So I request you all again to please go to the nearest vaccination center and take your vaccine. So that is all for the now.
So viewer, let us now go back and have a look at what happened today in the past.
International Olympic Committee banned Russia from competing at 2018 Winter Olympics on December 5, 2017. World Soil Day is observed on December 5.
So it's time for my favorite segment called the Morning Melody. Come, let's listen to it.
you see that the world wasn't made for you and me? Though the tides of fate may contrive, it would be too late for us. So all that is left is the ashes from the fire that then burned through our lives. It was faded by the stars.
That was very refreshing. We hope you have also enjoyed the melody just like we did.
This is all we have for the day, but let's check the weather updates before we leave.
আপনাদের সবকে ভাল দিন না সালাম।